This
Welcome
meeting is being recorded.
everybody. This is the poker coaching study session. Yesterday I was listening to the QMA from Matt Affleck, and he said something that I thought was interesting. He said that most players are playing the button like a cutoff range because they don't find enough, like they don't find the edges of their range. So I thought it made sense. So today I want to train 60 big blind cutoff versus big blind. It's gonna be like closer to what population is actually doing. All right, so let's look at the graph real quick. So the big blind is gonna check a lot unless it comes 5 high. Usually the best high card for the big blind is like a 6 or a 7, but here it's more of a 5. And if we look a bit further into it, it was like the straight boards. 5 high straight boards are amazing for the big blind, but that's pretty much it. And then if we look at in position strategy, this is gonna be the overall strategy for the cutoff for 400 flops. So we bet a lot on broadways. We have 2 sizes. We only check 18% of the time. That means we're gonna bet 80-ish, 80% or more of the time. 8 high boards, even 9 high boards, we do a lot of checking. 9 high seems to be the type of board we polarize the most on. And then 8 high is just really not good for the cutoff. So we check more than 40% of the time, even up to almost 50% of the time on some textures. So let's get started. This here, okay. I've got my new hat. If you don't have yours, you can order it from Andrea. Or you can just like email support, they're gonna send you 1 or 2.
How much are these hats?
They're free for poker
free.
coaching members.
Oh,
Okay, this I board, we range bet small. Gonna start with that, yeah. We bet pure, we even size up with some 10s here, interesting. 7 high board, okay, so that's a great board for in position, for out of position. Interesting as well. Do we check raise? I think this is a pretty great candidate to check. raise.
So, we would probably donk if you didn't force it to check.
Probably. But we're gonna look it up after. But actually, you know what? The 7 high board was not that good for out of position. It's more of a 5 high board of thing here.
7, it's kind of connected. I mean, I would check raise.
Yeah, he still has lots of 7s and 6s in his range. And if he's supposed to be checking the board a lot, right? If he's supposed to be checking 40%, maybe we would want to raise worse hands than this.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have
I
like
kinda-
ace 2, ace 4 suited, ace 6 suited, ace 8 suited, ace 9 suited, stuff that wraps around there. He's gonna have plenty of bets, like connectivity, but not necessarily anything really good. I mean, he's got sets, all the sets too, I guess, but
Yeah,
like
but
he doesn't have
looking at
offsuit 7s, right? Like,
looking at
No.
check raising here, we wanna have a spade in our hand, and if we can have extra equity, like a gut shot, it's amazing. So this is for me, almost always a raise. Cause we
Okay.
can bing the 4, we can bing the spade, we can get another 7. And like, if we look at his range, he's really short on 7s.
I just
Yeah,
find it's easier to play aggressively with these hands that are gonna struggle to improve than it is to play check call.
I can kind of get behind calling and check raising this one. Oh, because yeah.
When we raise,
I think it's gonna mix.
what kind of size do we use when we raise?
Just small. He's not gonna fold much, I don't think, honestly.
Is
Yeah, I
he-
would think
3x,
3x.
3x.
Alright, let's try 3x. Oh yeah, and this is a very heavy raise here. Can size up a little bit sometimes.
There's
for us,
mixes
if we
calling
got
a
a
bit as well,
barrel.
right?
Yeah, it makes his calls too, right? Like part of the problem is when he does have a 7, we're gonna be in a tough spot.
Yeah.
And like the solver's gonna have a well-constructed range, so like that's why it's not gonna have a ton of folds, I don't think. Population's gonna have way more folds. Which
Yeah.
makes it nicer.
So this is against the small bet, against the small bet, on, as we see on 7 and on these low boards, we raise a lot, but we only use the small size, or mostly use the small size. And then when it comes like 9, 10 or jack high boards, we mostly raise using the bigger size. Is this a good card for us? We
I
did
think-
pick up equity, extra gutter with the 9. Still have, we're likely to have the best hand.
I think we size up.
I would not size up because our hand is a bit low in value, but I still wanna double barrel it.
I think our range wants to size up here, especially if we have a strong hand, cuz now we wanna get called by like double flush comes in. So we can get called by a lot and he's got overpairs still. I think our bluffs, I think we wanna bet big value hands. So I think our bluffs need to go big.
Yeah, but this is like not a value hand. This is like,
It's a bluff.
it's not really a bluff either. We got showdown and we got a good draw.
Yeah, it's kind of a bluff in my mind.
Yeah.
I
it's
kind of
either-
think sizing up's good because of the board is so draw heavy.
Yeah, but you could just have pocket nines here.
Yeah, I mean, you could be
could.
right. This might just be a small bet or a check, but I would tend to size up.
Yeah, I'm always betting small here.
I'd
Let's
probably
see.
size up because of how many draws there are.
Yeah, that's not, with this type of hand, you just bet small, it's fine.
Small.
Yeah, and then we bink the river. Interesting.
I don't think we want to rip this one because we do want to get called, right?
Yeah, we
Well,
want
I wanna
to.
go at least pot.
I would pot or check this.
I was thinking 2, 6, 7.
Do you want to give him the chance to bluff here?
Yeah,
No, and I don't want him to check back pairs either, over pairs. I wanna go for value.
Yeah, it's
Gonna
a
be
four
hard.
iron, so he's not gonna bet a lot here.
It's gonna be hard for him to bet, and it's gonna be hard for him to call on this board too.
so you think check raising's better?
But like, we're gonna have old bluffs, right? Like, we're gonna have some like 9x of spades, right? Like,
But lots of our bluffs got there, right? With both the 8 and 4 coming in. If you look at what we start with on the flop. 'Cause
yeah,
we're-
we got, yeah, a lot got there, but we still have bluffs, right? I mean, we're still gonna have bluffs, right? So I think that's why we wanna bet.
Yeah, there's a lot of busted draws.
Cause like, I'm not giving up on, this isn't a texture I'm gonna give up many of my bluffs on, I don't think. Like, I think, like, there's no high cards peeled off, so I think we just is like a triple barrel bluff a lot of our range here. So I think we gotta bet for value too.
I disagree with you because nothing changed from the river. It's not a scary card. The flush didn't complete. You know, it doesn't complete anything really good that we would have unless it's exactly the 6. So if we were bluffing with 0 equity here, I don't think it would be a good spot to make a big bluff because this 4 is not scary. You never get a 7 to fold here on this 4 river.
Oh, I think you do.
Raise pocket sixes versus cutoff.
Versus.
got to admit, I
cutoff,
could
what
get
do we do
behind-
with Sixes, we just.
Like, I
call.
think it's actually better for the villain to call with like 9s and 10s here than it is to call with jacks and queens.
I think whatever you do, the solver's going to say something different here. with the action on the river. I just got a feeling.
Well, I would bet big, 2/3, try to get a call from like pocket 10.
Maybe we should just
Ace-7,
rip it. Maybe we
Ace-7,
should just
ace-8.
rip it.
If you rip it, you make it
Maybe
very
we should
easy
just rip it here.
for a lot of his range to just get away.
I would go pot.
Alright, you guys wanna bet big? I would just bet small, like 65 or.
That's what I was thinking originally. 2, 6,
But
7.
whatever you guys want, we're gonna click it. So tell me,
Pop,
you wanna go pot?
greedy. Be greedy.
I'm on team rip.
Yeah, it was 267. It's like,
Yeah,
it's a very common motion when we check raise, then we bet small. Like, we're just trying to get paid by,
The difference is 3/10 of a
look at
chip.
this, he folded top pair here. Whereas I think he calls with, if we bet 2/3.
Nah,
You don't think he calls?
nah, the difference is the difference is 3/10 of a chip between those
Yeah,
bets.
Yeah,
I
but
see that the small bet is a much better, clearly, but it's not like a huge mistake. And I think, we're gonna get called by over pairs that are gonna, call three streets. A lot of the over pairs are gonna call.
Do
Sets
you-
have to call if he still has any.
do you
It's
often
population,
call
bro.
with like, do you often call pot size bets on the river?
Well, you know, I
Not on
do.
a 4 straight board, it's true.
I personally, when people.
It's mixing
bet-
folding pair over pairs. This is his range.
This is his
right?
range against the 65%.
So it does like to call tens a lot. I thought it would, and
Raises.
I guess he doesn't have nines. So they would wanna call if he had them. And then, like I said, jacks will probably fold more than tens.
so
Maybe because there's forecast to a straight, that's why we only go for like the 2/3 bet, right?
So in this spot, he's taking a call or a raise with 45% or 47% of his range. If we check to him on the river, does he bet more than 47% of his range here?
We're gonna check. One thing I just noticed real quick. If we look at the top pairs that are folding, I understood a little bit of the pattern. Like he folded 10-8 of spade to us, but look at this 10-8. Spades per fold, jack 8 spades per fold, queen 8 spades per fold, like king 8 mixing, right? And then 9-8 is just like, it doesn't wanna have a 9 in its hand at all. So the bluff card there are very easy to find. You don't wanna have a spade because you block the bluffs from the flush draw. And you don't wanna have a 9 because it's a card that the solver is gonna pick to bluff. So like upper dangler to the possible straight. So a 9 here is like it's folding. I'd rather
You don't
call.
want nines or tens, honestly. Nines are the main card. It's the upper dangler, but tens are a thing too, like it's still part of the straight.
Yeah. And having an ace seems to be not so good as well, because if we look at like jack 7, seems to be like you call more with king 7 than you do with ace 7. And ace 7 is like very suit selective. If you have the ace of spade here, it's a very bad call.
We might be bluffing like ace 4, ace 3, ace 5. You can look at that, what our bluffs are. I don't know. Nope.
So Pete asked if we check here, is he bluffing?
We're bluffing ace 3.
So he bluffs. And when he bluffs pot.
Which
He has
makes
a
it
bunch of
tougher.
sixes.
37%.
So yeah, like, I'm not sure, because like the river checked about 30% of the time. And so because the board is double flush draw and we price him in to get there, he's gonna get there with a lot of hearts and spades that don't have showdown value because they don't have pairs as much. So I think this is a spot where it's a good idea to bluff and check and let him bluff a lot of his missed draws. Because when we go for big value, like when we bet pot, he's folding top pair there, right? He's folding 8-10 with the spades, right? He's folding a lot.
Yeah, he's not
I guess
bluffing with the spades though.
No, I guess he's gonna bluff with busted flush draws that also block the straight, right?
I think
Yeah.
he bluffed like on the turn. Is he betting with the spades? What do you guys think?
No, because we bet into him. So he's just priced into call because we bet small on the turn.
Right, so I guess it's just the general.
Well,
motion.
in this sim, we bet large. We were supposed to bet small, but we clicked large, right?
No, we check raise small, we bet the turn small.
We bet, oh, 30%, okay. I saw the 77, I got it backwards.
Yeah, like if he has spades or hearts, he gets to the river at a really cheap price, and then the river bricks. So I think it's one of those spots where our hand is so good that it can get him to bluff big with missed hearts and missed spades and get paid, as opposed to trying to bet big, because it's hard to get called when we bet big.
I kind of disagree here with you, Pete, because
Okay.
whenever we check raise and we bet, I don't believe people are gonna like bluff into us after being check raised and barreled into. Like the range we're gonna continue with against us is gonna be like, I think a little bit more linear. I don't think people continue well against check raises. For most players, they don't defend it wide enough. Like they don't defend their ace size against it. They probably don't defend second pair often against it. So when check raise, bet, and then he calls this the barrel again. I don't expect my opponent to put more chips in the pot on the river, especially since like he's in position, so he controls like the action. And he
Yeah, I
has,
mean, I agree with all that, but I mean, we gotta,
he
we
has
gotta
a
split it up.
curiosity equity, like he controls. If he checks, he sees showdown, right? And it's not expensive.
Right, I mean, that's population, and I agree, and I think that's one consideration, but we're also playing against the sovereign. I think that's what Peter's like playing against the sovereign when he's.
Yeah, well, for me, the
Yeah.
motion is kind of simple. Check raise small, bet small on the turn, and size up just a little bit on the river, but it's gonna be a pattern we're gonna see a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good. Yeah, you wanna put the chips in when you have value, like, most of the time.
Then I board pretty good for us, but here. My guess is that this is the best card for him. This is the second best card for him. So it's possible that these two are key cards for the big blind in this scenario. But we have still a key card for us. That means. We might be polarized here.
I'm checking.
I'm checking.
So like, I think.
I
it's
need
gonna
harder spades.
polarize. I can't wait to see. Oh, bingo, look at this. What about range? But I don't find the ace three bluff often enough, but I'm happy to see that the range is polarizing a lot here.
Yeah, the equity shift isn't a lot though, is it? It's pretty much, you know. It doesn't mind checking. But it bets more often.
It doesn't really check this one. It would check the ace three of spade, and then it would check like ace seven, ace eight. Like these lower ones that doesn't have backdoors. Usually when there's like one key card with it, it would just bet off. Because when we get check raised, we don't care. We just fold this hand.
Uh-huh.
Sense.
I had that backwards. I thought you bet the spade and check the diamonds and clubs.
No, you actually want to check, like if you had ace eight with the ace of spade or the ace of hearts, then you tend to check more because ace eight, you're not getting a better ace high to fold, and you don't want the worst ace highs to fold to your bet, and you have like a bunch of strong backdoor equity. But like these trash one that it can't really improve. Like there's no backdoor to it. Usually it just bets.
Alright.
Can I just confirm the pre-flop action? Is it cut off, just min raises and big blind calls?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the big blind is gonna, in my sim, it's always gonna check the flop because if we look at the report, it was checking like 95% of the time, I think. So we should have bet here, but we did not because it's a 10-eye board. And yeah. Having three of clubs, so we need to bet. But one thing I see here when we bet is that we get better ace size to fold. Like, for example, maybe we get A7 offsuit without a heart to fold flop. No, the 7 probably not. The 8 probably not, the 9 either, the 10 either. I don't think we get better ace size to fold here when we bet. What do you guys think? So we should have gone what size? Who knows? Ooh, it's a big bet. So it's like. Say we bet small. What do we get better ace size for? We do. Look at this. Ace 9 of diamonds. I thought the 9s, the 8s and the 7 might continue because there's like a chance they make the straight sometimes. But when we just see bet small, we get better ace size to fold. So that's a very powerful bet, just like Sam was saying a minute ago. Now what? Jack of heart. Jack is pretty good for in position. It's not so good for out of position, but the flush is amazing for the big blind.
He's gonna check raise a lot of his flush on that, a lot of his flushes, I think, stuff that wraps around the 10 and this and the 6.
I think is, oh yeah, but we check back.
Oh, we check back. Alright, yeah, I'm playing, I'm distracted, so yeah, that's kind of rough.
I think maybe we just want to try and get the showdown here. Right?
Hmm,
We've kind of missed our opportunity.
yeah, we did, but a K card comes on the turn for us. And we didn't get any auto folds yet.
I mean, I noticed the solver goes a little wackadoo when we mess up a street. It kind of often wants to make up for it.
I would,
I
I don't
would
know if
just-
that's right, but I would
would
bet
give
small
up
here.
now.
Try
I
to,
check the,
try to get like ace 9 of diamond to fold sometimes here.
I think the problem with this is a lot of our jacks bet the flop.
Yeah, we should, we were betting the flop 80% of the time, so
Isn't he leading some of
Like,
his
we shouldn't be here,
weak
right? This was a 6% check. Maybe we
flushes
should just
on
forget this
the-
hand.
it was a bit big here. We're trying to make up for the miss.
Yeah,
That's
see,
it.
we're just like we're down a path that we shouldn't really be on.
Now he's just
Oh,
like.
but normally as well, if we check back the turn for whatever reason, then we always bet bigger on the, if we check back the flop for whatever reason, we always want to bet bigger on the turn, right?
Yeah,
Like
well,
90% of the time.
on the jack turn, yes.
I think on a
Yes,
lot of
the
turns
jack
that are
is-
good for a range.
Yeah, as we saw, the jack is pretty good for us right now.
I think a pretty easy give up here.
Oh, really? Alright. What do you guys wanna do here? I am
Raising.
almost everything.
If we had king 5 or ace 5, would we raise bigger here?
No,
Don't want to
Nope.
raise bigger with the trips either,
I'm
right?
just raising a lot here with the small size. So I'm raising 90% of the time. So if I roll 90 or lower, I'm gonna raise. That's it. Alright. We got it. So, yeah. Oh, it's more of a call. It's calling a lot here. What about this? Do we defend my raising mostly, or do we call a bunch here? Cause we're kinda deep.
Does having a spade plays a role?
Yeah, for sure, but, alright. So on this first texture, that's already interesting.
This is, maybe. Is this because we're playing 60 now, you think?
Yeah, and
It's also the
ranges are different as well, you know, it's cut off.
Have you
The-
looked at a lot of paired flops? Or are we just going by this one paired flop?
This is-
exactly what I
this is
would
the-
say.
This is
Because
the
the
first one on the side.
three, we don't defend all threes.
But we have a report for pair boards facing a bet.
Or if it was a 4 or 5 paired, we would check raise more, I assume.
So out of position versus bet small on pair board based on the pair card. Here's what we're looking at.
Yeah. The 3 is one of our.
Alright, well, it still stands true. We're mostly raising, but it's even now, right?
It's about even, right? Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
So it's gonna be
So-
like that on almost all boards.
I guess we have a tighter bluffing range.
So we raised less on a side. We way under defend on pair boards.
What do we, I wonder if we're not. Gonna, like, I think often when we're shorter stacked, we'll just check raise the pair if we have it. You know, obviously when we have the trips, but like if it's like 6-5-5, a lot of times we'll check raise the 6. Maybe we're not doing that as often with just this marginal pair on a paired board.
Are we really over folding that much? That's a lot, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
lower the pair,
I mean, paired boards are a little harder to, like, you don't have any front doors really too often. I guess it doesn't wanna float back doors a lot.
We defend by calling. So,
I mean, I don't know, we have to get into it.
alright. So yeah, it's even here. So that means we're gonna call a lot. With that, let's look a little bit at the strategy. So we raise the trees, we raise the upper dangler to the tree. We raise our best fives, it seems, but we don't raise all fives. So maybe here I'm raising too much fives. So we want to raise our fives that have the backdoor flush.
exactly. That's,
Or that interact with the straight there.
mm,
Yeah, and ace five sizes up because it can cooler the floated aces.
Right, and how does it change if it's a jack pair board? So here we have 5-3-3. I wanna see jack 3 or jack 4. We have a flush draw here, so let's see. This is one of the textures we defend the least. I'm out of position. So let's see what we check raise on this kind of board.
I think this one we're gonna be more polar, right? Like, because we're gonna have bigger check raises here when we check raise, I think. No,
Hey, everybody.
Hey there.
hey, Chessel.
Okay, so pair board again. So we're looking at jack high pair boards. Here we almost always raise. And then there's a lot of calling. Anyhow. So the more we raise, the less we get to use bigger size. So we're raising the jacks, very pure. But that's the thing here, it's that we're raising a lot of force. Oh, but look at this again. It always prefers the backdoor flush one. So, alright.
And then. So. Our offsuit fours are okay though, because they have the overs, the ace, the king. And the queen. 5-4 still does though, too, right? Is this 5-4 and 6-4 still raising?
We want to raise the non-pair card that has the backdoor flush draw the most. So what about queens here? Queens are raising a little bit, but like queen 7 would be out of line. And then,
Is it the queen of spades that's raising there primarily, Louis?
yeah,
Yeah, so the flush blockers or backdoor value.
So pair plus over with the predominant suit.
Yeah, blocking his continues with flushes.
and then, what is 10-9 off here? Always a spade? So we can raise kind of single spade.
Dude's got quads. I bluff in the aces, quad aces.
So you raise back. And he raises big, 3x.
Purple supposed to fold.
Call? Can we ever fold to this man?
I fold without any backdoors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
leaning fold.
yeah, fold.
it's never folding.
Wow.
Really?
Oh,
That's probably gonna be a call. It loses money.
Look,
What did
it
say?
prints a
Oh,
ton of
it's-
chips.
Oh, it's printing.
Yeah. Alright, I'm always betting small here.
Yeah, ace and 10, 2 key cards.
Yeah.
Definitely a range bet.
How he calls, what do we do?
I tend to size up, honestly. I mean, this is a shit hand, but I still wanna try to get like tens to fold. I don't think, this is like one of our, this is a pretty bad hand. I'm gonna keep bluffing Baltimore Street.
The thing is here, we didn't pick up equity and it's not a good card for us.
So if we bet 2/3, he's supposed to fold, start folding flush draws, I think. And he's gonna probably start folding some tens.
I think we already win against most of his flush draws.
That we do.
Yeah, it would, like, we lose to queen eye flush draws and king eye flush draws.
Yeah,
Every other ones we win against.
I like the double barrel on these spots because they usually will call with second and third pair and give up on turns. Like he's gonna defend it 2x here as well, and he's gotta start folding, I think.
Good chunk of those lower flush draws hit the 8 though.
And he's gonna have like pocket pairs. They're gonna start folding now, like threes. Well, not threes, fours. Oh, they gotta fold, right? They don't have straight draws.
I don't see a
Great,
double
sixes.
barrel here.
Are you
I
cheating?
think he probably floats all pairs against a C bet on the flop.
Yeah,
For sure.
I will
Right?
venture
Especially if he has a spade.
and he's gonna start folding some, so that's why I like the double barrel.
Yeah, it's never a double barrel with this
No?
combo because the 8 is not good. But if we made it like a jack or a king, we bet.
A higher card we need.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but both of those give us equity with a gut shot, right?
Yeah,
exactly. And
Yeah.
they're also key cards for us.
If the 10 pairs is probably another bet as well.
Let's see. Control H. Strategy. Yeah, the jack, the king, the queen, you can even like if the ace pairs.
but we do find bets with everything, right? Not sizing up. It's got a lot of small bets, actually.
Yeah, but the most is like the jack, the 9, the queen, the ace.
Well, the big thing is all of those cards also they size up, right? Like you're betting small with a 10 or an ace, and then you're betting big with the jack, the queen, the king, and the 9. And even some of the 8s there too.
It does have some pot and a half
It is.
size bets.
When
What are the
you
pot?
double barrel on this texture, it's going pot or over bet.
Yeah, polarized.
We pick up showdown, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
We beat a deuce, we beat pocket 3s, we beat pocket 4s, ship it.
So, yeah.
Look at those people with 80 going for thin value against a smaller 6.
Well. Can we check raise?
I don't hate it. Be nice to have. Oh yeah, we have 2 of the suits. I don't hate it.
No, paired boards with the ace. I don't think we check raise very much.
We don't,
I do.
but there's a sliver
I did it in this game.
and what,
I'm playing.
what is it gonna be? Like aces, some 4s? If we had a backdoor flush with it, I would always do it, but this one, I don't know.
Yeah,
We block continues, I guess, somehow.
Can't
with
fold
that.
a gut shot to just one bet, that's for sure.
I hate just calling.
So I prefer to raise it, venture into raising, let's see. Oh, it's very heavy raise.
How do we even get here?
Never fold.
He's range betting, right? So
Yeah, but I think like if we had a backdoor flush with it, it would be a better candidate. Even though it's jack high board. That's, we need to bet absolutely here. So let's bet small. Yeah. Or big.
yeah, it's a bit of a connected board and a flush draw board, so it's gonna have some big bets maybe.
Hmm. So we way overfold on ace high boards, right?
Easy.
So if we had the jack 10 with the 10 of hearts, we call.
Nope.
With the
Jack
backdoor
10 would
straight,
call, I think.
backdoor
Yeah.
flush,
And no
Jack-
overs? No.
Jack 10 with
10 of
with
hearts,
just one heart.
yeah.
Check out.
Yeah, I would call.
Alright, so this one is.
Not this hand, but Jack 10, like you said, I think it's a call.
Let's take a look.
How high of a heart? do you
think-
need to
I think
continue
it's a
to
call
raise
when
our
there's like, when you have two broadways on ace high with the backdoor flush.
Well, it's better than thinking that it was the computer.
Aye. Also, I saw that myself though. Oops.
Andy.
The long ass
Everyone
one.
does that. Okay, where's my sim? Is it this one? Ace 3-4, yes it is. Jack 10 off with the 10 of hearts, haha.
Wow.
Folding.
Uh-huh.
King of hearts is required. King 10.
Seems nitty.
Nope. There's the
Queen-
queen of hearts gets in a bit.
Mixing, right? It's almost like, what about the queen jack? Oh, really? So like this is almost the jack 10 off, right? But it wants higher than jack 10. Right, so we
You
need
have
the king of or the queen to continue, basically.
Yeah, you have enough of your range that interacts with the small side of it, with the 94. So you don't need to call with king high as much, right? With one heart.
So. Alright, so that's a good one, I think.
Yep.
On ace high. Boards, we want to have. Minimum. The queen. Of the suit. To call offsuit. Combos. To float, basically. I would bet big here. What about you guys?
65 looks good.
I would
Yeah,
bet
that's
pot.
65.
I would pot it.
What are we doing with our non-queen high ones? We're raising those to fold,
No, we're folding.
just fold, open folded. Okay.
Yeah, we way over fold on ace high boards.
Ace high board, cool.
Ace high boards out of position, you always way over fold.
Okay.
And if you want, like pair boards are gonna raise a lot. Out of position. So I would bet pot here. Okay, it's a thing. It's good. It's good. But you wanna probably just size 65, a big bet. It's fine enough.
I was thinking population wise, people fold way more to pot bets than the 65.
On this texture though, right? We don't block top pair, we don't block second pair. Like he's never folding a hand like 9-10, he's probably never folding a hand like a flush draw. But again.
I
like,
think they become elastic with like the Jack X hands.
yeah. And also if we bet small, we might face a check raise and there's like a good option to get it in on flop, whereas if we bet pot, I don't think we get raised a lot. So there probably merits in all sizes. I would. call
What was
here.
the percentage wise?
It was like pretty good. It was betting pot 30%, even a
Yep,
little bit
yep.
more sometimes, but mostly was betting 65%.
Alright, alright. Yeah, in game I would do 65, I think.
So I would continue here against a small bet with the king of hearts.
But against pot, we just fold now.
I guess we just fold.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
Oh, so he pots it on a 9 high board with tens, just like we did on a queen high board with kings.
The tens are gonna need
And
more
it's-
protection from overcards on later streets, though.
Yeah.
True.
But also the thing to notice, I think, is we did that, both of us did that on wet boards.
So
Well,
10
red
high
ball.
board, just
The
one
money.
card for a big blind. I think this is just a range that's small.
Yeah.
We're polarizing a little bit too. Okay, that's not a good turn. We don't get better ace size to fold. I don't think we've barreled here. Nothing changed for a 7, nothing changed for a 10.
Hmm.
We don't barrel. Yeah.
We also have showdown.
Yeah, and
Oh,
now we
break.
can fold and we dodged it. What does he have? 8-9?
So would you consider calling here if you didn't have the ace of hearts, if you had the ace of clubs?
Nope.
Not against 1.5x pot. We bet small, I think we can call sometimes.
I think it would be a big mistake to call here with ace high against population,
Let the
Yeah.
baby have his cookie.
especially
small
on
bet.
this kind of
Quick.
texture, like this smashes his range. The 6 smashes him, the 7 smashes him. I would never call here with an ace high.
Okay.
Like when we check back.
But the
turn-
call is only -2, huh? That's quite.
Yeah.
quite-
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Well, maybe there's merit in looking if we ever call it without a heart. We don't. But if he sizes down like something reasonable, like 65. We don't really even call ace king or stuff like that. It's like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And like if, like we can't call profitably against the solver, be sure you can't call against pop.
What's the purpose of his overbet there with just with the top pair, no kicker?
The turn went check, check, and he thought it was really, really high in his value range after the turn goes check, check. So he just blasted. I'm folding here. What about you guys?
I don't mind a fold here.
Yeah, 2 key cards for his position. No back doors.
Oh, one back door.
Not got enough going for it though, with just one overcard and a back door, is it? We gotta have 3 things, right? Continue.
I just had an idea that I'm gonna tell Joss. Okay, here. Wanna bet small.
Is there?
What was that idea anyway, Louis?
What?
What was that brainwave you just had?
Well, I wanna get Joss to see if we can make graphs, for example. When there's one key card for the big blind, like a new category, for example, like on this other board, we had two key cards for in position. So like when there's two key cards, how is the range playing? And if it's like
Right.
betting pure with two key cards, and then how is the range playing against like two key cards for the big blind? So maybe it could be a good thing to look at.
Because you gave me an idea when you typed that in.
What?
You gave me an idea when you had your idea and you was typing that in. It gave me an idea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking, wouldn't it be good to have something in a graph form or in some other form of an easier way to know, like, for example, like in that situation there where we said, would you call ace-8, right? Look, we have a graph that tells us kind of how what we have to continue with. I mean, we know roughly what we need to continue with, but something to give us a bit more of a guide, like if you've got one over card, you've got the flush draw, you've got the gut shot, which ones we continue with and with what action.
Yeah,
Like
well,
whether
usually, Barry, if you want a great advice, like if you pick up equity, any form of equity on the turn, you continue. Because like, there's a bluff, kind of has a flow. You start with some equity and it has to improve on the turn. And
Yeah.
whether you break or you make the actual hand on the river, it's gonna play the same. But the filter is on the turn, if you pick up equity or not. So if you don't
Is
pick
that-
up equity, it's shut down from the turn, shut down on the river. If you pick up equity, you bet turn, and then on the river, you think about your range. Are you at the bottom of the range? Are you at the top of the range? And then you figure out whether you should triple or not.
And is
But-
that true both in position and out of position?
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe it is because whenever we, like, it's the number one component for our bluffs. Like if we look at triple barrel bluffs on the river or stuff we need to continue with on the turn, it's always equity driven with the turn. And if we think about our bluffs from the flop, say we have a circle with 100% bluff, well, only what, 15 or 20% of them are gonna pick up equity on the turn? So we, like, on the turn, we filter all of our bluffs that are not gonna triple barrel and that are not gonna double barrel. So we lose already directly on the turn, like 80% of our bluffs. Just by looking at, do we pick up equity with this card or not? Of course, some bluffs are gonna wanna like continue whether or not they pick up equity, right? Like a flush draw, like a nut flush draw on the flop. But overall, it's like, for me, it's the best filter. And like, yeah, don't be afraid to give up.
It might be over double barreling.
Yeah, usually you wanna pick up like equity.
Yeah, especially in position. Like I know that I don't always equity driven bluffs in position.
Yeah,
And Peter, were you the one who was saying it before when a couple times when we talked about here shutting down, saying, no, it's in position. We don't need more equity. I remember someone saying that.
Yeah.
This past week.
Yeah. I like from out of position, I always require improved equity to continue bluffing, but out of position, I definitely bluff without improving my equity.
You mean in position?
Yeah, sorry, in position on the turn, I definitely bluff without improving my equity in lots of circumstances. So I might be over bluffing the turn here.
but if it goes check on the flop and you already had equity, you can often out of position stab a little bit. This is a good card for us. I wanna overbet it.
But here's a good example. Like we improved no equity. So we're on a naked bluff and you want to bluff more, right? Like this is a hand that I would also double barrel.
I don't think we go really big though, because
My perception, we're building on a mistake because it's more of a check than anything else. It's not a texture where we wanna range bet a lot. And then if we bet big here, maybe definitely can get an ace high to fold. Can get a better king high to fold. But yeah, we didn't pick up equity here.
Louis,
Yeah,
I don't
like-
think I don't think we're building on a mistake here. Notice, we only check 42% of the time. Now,
Yeah.
it's the size of the bet, but you know, we bet more than we check.
Yeah, but
We have
the
to choose
actual
one.
only reason why I wanna bet here is because this is a key card for us.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I probably would size up to 104 here. To try and just get a king high to fold, an ace high to fold, maybe a 6 to fold.
Plus, it's a draw heavy board,
I
so
don't-
we're supposed to size up on draw heavy boards,
I-
right?
I don't think we're gonna size a 65. And we had a very similar board. It was either pot or over bet.
Get frisky, Louis.
Alright, over bet. Oh no, it was 104.
Yeah, just size up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like we're only trying to get ace high and king high to fold
Yeah,
and bottom pair and spades.
now let's see. I wanna see if
Right.
the strategy is using these sizes or if it's just in my mind. It's in my mind. Alright. Great. And then we fold here.
The straight board and the flush board, like, I don't understand why you wanted to size up. There's like, and we don't even block hearts, like. I had my mic off the whole time. I just turned it back on. I was trying to say this.
Yeah, but we pick up a jack.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
But it doesn't need to go so polar. It just sizes up to get auto folds from the worst stuff. Right? The spades that floated, the ace highs, the king highs, the gut shots.
Yep, and it also bets small a lot. It was, I think it was balanced equally between
Yeah.
small and.
So now we know that for this scenario, we don't mostly defend by raising that. We had one scenario where we did, but if we look at the overview, we were mostly 50-50 calling as much as we're raising. So here, the way I picture the strategy now, kicker is not good enough, we're gonna wanna call. And then if we had ace queen or like queen 10 with this, oh, but we have a spade.
Our best queens, right?
Yeah, our best queens, I think, but we have a spade here, so it's like tempting, right?
That's an irrelevant spade, though.
You know
our
what?
best- We got like
Spade
king,
is a
queen,
spade.
queen, jack.
He already sized up on this texture.
Yeah, that's the other thing,
And
right?
he has so many nines in his range.
Yeah.
I don't think we even get to check raise this. I think this is going to be a call.
Yeah, you're right. Mostly a call. And then
I
let's.
would nine ever bet big there.
Yeah, because it's a wet board that has like, it wants to start getting folds from jack 10, king jack. It doesn't want to let the combo draws in cheap.
And as you said, he has nines in his range.
He has so many nines.
We calling was okay, right? Yeah, best.
Yeah,
action.
calling's good. It prints.
And
And we're
bet.
not supposed to be check raising much in on paired boards whatsoever in MTTs, right?
At shallower stack depths, we check raise a lot.
We mostly defend by check raising in many scenarios.
I mean, we're supposed to check raise like, I don't know, between somewhere at least around 15% at least
Yeah.
globally.
But we check raise a lot less on paired boards in MTTs than cash games, I believe, right?
No,
No,
No
not
barrier.
In
true.
general, no?
No, like if I show you an example here, button versus big blind, like out of position. Ooh, do I not have it? Overview straight.
The first thing you should think of is check raising when you see a pair board.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look at this. This is button versus big blind. Okay, we call 21% of the time and we raise 30% of the time, 29. So on this
And that's on paired
scenario,
boards,
we
right.
mostly defend by raising.
And do we check raise more on paired boards, the shorter the stack depth we get then?
Yes, definitely.
Right.
But I didn't really look at like 100 big or 80 bigs. I don't pay attention to the stack yet.
Yeah, like if we have 12 big blind, 13 big blinds here, we're just happy to get it in with a queen.
We have to
Yeah.
call here, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is a very draw heavy board, but he's got tons of nines. I think we have to call here and probably fold river if he triple barrels.
So gross.
We're supposed to call top pair twice anyway, but this is a big bet though, right?
We start
But
folding
this-
any, like, are we gonna start folding any queens? Like, we don't block bluffs, so I think queen five is probably better than like queen
Right
10,
now?
queen jack.
Right now, we block value with the 5 of spade. So we block a value portion of
I'm
it.
not considering
More
spade.
likely
We
has
wanna
like jack
unblock
10.
bluffs. I think the 5 is better than queen 10.
Yeah.
Queen jack,
Yep.
king, queen. I think the queen 5 is actually better. Well, maybe not king, queen, because king's got it over. Queen
Definitely.
5 is definitely better than some other queens.
We're mixing folds a lot there already.
Well, it's a losing spot, right?
Yeah.
But it's
That
still a
sucks.
call.
Nope. You're wrong, Ken. It wants to have, I'd rather have a 10 or a jack.
So queen 8 is folding. Queen 9's good. Queen 10 is still calling, but it's folding a little.
I guess it blocks. Oh, it's the upper dangler. It blocks him having 9-10.
Yeah.
And jack 9.
Jack 9, yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
But it hates, having an 8, even though the 8 blocks 9-8.
Well,
Yeah,
eight's, he's bluffing eight's probably, he's probably bluffing 8x, because it's kind of like, I mean, on the flop, he's gonna bluff 8x, because he's got draws. I mean, he loses those draws on the turn. But he's still barreling them.
Yeah, he's barreling his ace 8x. Okay, so we check.
Yes,
Yeah.
Was easy.
unblock jack 10.
Unblock jack 10, just like we said.
And he did, and
Send-
he's in, and he didn't bluff jack high. Phew.
Yeah, we got lucky, then I have spades, right?
Uh,
I'm betting.
Yeah, we have an ace.
I'm not betting anymore.
Check.
I'm happy to go to showdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in position. Out of position, we consider a value bet out of position there,
Out of position, I would have
like a
stacked
block.
one
yeah.
big line on the river.
Ah,
Love the
nice.
one big blind there.
I still have, I've done it once in my life.
Yeah.
I've started doing it now because Louis is so into it. I've been doing it in some tournaments now, but in cash
Oh.
game, never.
So we just,
Done it today. I've done it today in the cash game, one big blind on the river.
Oh, did the guy lose his mind?
I think he did call, yeah.
Yeah,
He
but-
called,
Oh,
he
you
didn't
gotta
raise
call.
or not. He
Yeah,
didn't
but you
call,
want to
he didn't raise.
Yeah, then you want to bet 3 big blinds, right? Next to 2 big blinds.
I really like the one big blind because people are gonna,
Yeah,
they're
one
not
big
gonna
blind's
be
good.
happy playing with you after that. Or like, they're gonna like have a weird conception of your game. That where in reality, like you're just exploiting a little bit with a very small bet size.
Yeah.
Not sure you're exploring. I think you're experimenting is the better word.
Trying to get them to lose their mind, right? Trying to get them
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's go bazonkas.
This
I
does
thought
this one
about
get a
it.
size up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought about it.
Yeah, it's a dynamic board, right? It wants to polarize a little bit.
Yeah,
Draw heavy again, yeah.
And I mean, the 9 is like the 9 isn't that bad a card for us. Like it's still a big part of our offsuit range. So we just have all the 2 pair combos here.
Well, we want to check raise here then, right?
if we
For
have
sure.
king four, a spade, hearts or diamonds, yes, this one, no.
Fold.
Oh, okay. I thought this board was pretty good for our range.
Yeah.
It was.
We
but
we don't have
lost.
enough. We don't have enough equity.
Right.
You wanna think of check raise first, but you don't wanna check raise with everything.
No.
You gotta think about, can I turn a lot of equity before you do that?
Our range has enough hands that are going to have better equity that they're going to be able to check raise more successfully.
Monotone,
You
oh
could
my
check-
god. We wanna check a
Monotones.
lot here, but I'm gonna venture into betting.
Bet, I
Anyway,
think bet small monotones.
Yeah.
It doesn't mind checking either. But then we're giving up really if we check this hand, don't we? So I like
Yep.
the bet, Louis.
Oh my god, he went check. We have a deuce. I would bet one big blind here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it.
There's no one big blind bet.
there's
We're
no.
supposed to
one
we're
bet
supposed to
over
bet
here.
our bottom pairs anyway, right? And check the middle ones. So
No.
the two's good to bet.
No.
I hate
here, the
when
way
big
you
blind bets
after
this
goes
deep.
check, Barry, you can bet top pair, top kicker, you can kind of bet big. Top pair, bad kicker, you bet small. Second pair, you can bet small. Third pair, you don't bet. So this
I hate
third
one
pair,
big
you
blind,
never get
60
to do
effective.
anything here. Oh, actually,
Some betting.
What does it wanna do?
Mostly check.
check, yeah.
Mostly check, but you can bet small.
It's block betting the river.
30%.
Ew. Alright,
Block the river, but when we don't, call.
Yeah.
So
just-
that's a spot I'll often see a lot of people will bet big.
ew, the nine, I don't just stop there. And we were trying to look him up with the deuce or talk ourselves into betting.
You
Ew,
bet the river, will he ever raise
No,
with the 9? No.
The too many straights there, and he just has a good showdown hand. He checked twice to get to the river, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
but had we blocked the river like it said, we would have blocked smaller than 50. So
Yeah.
we would have saved 15.
That's the maximum.
And we polarized this one.
I don't think we would have saved 15. I think we would have got raised.
Sun is on team raise.
I think.
Check it out.
We saw
Check-
think we size
check
up a
it.
bit
I
here.
think
There's
all the
one-
other cards, except for that 9, were right hitting our range hard, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's allowed to raise there.
Because the solver, it's greedy when you do
Here-
that.
Here like.
thinks
you
you have-
One K
He
card for
thinks you have third
position,
pair.
1K card for the big blind. The 8 seems to be neutral here. So I would just bet small here.
Yeah.
That's 1K card. So
I
10
don't
out
mind.
board, we
I
mostly-
don't mind sizing up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Exactly.
that, the first thing I thought on this board is like, yeah, the sizing up seems great here. I wasn't sure if this type of hand wants to size up.
We got jack high as well, so I think it's even better to size up.
Yeah,
Well, we can
Yeah.
still do it now if we want. So 104 or 204, 240.
104.
240 because it's so draw heavy.
240.
Yeah,
Alright,
so draw heavy.
anybody else?
I think I'd go 160.
160,
Yeah.
alright.
I don't think if I had a set now, I would never go like 240.
We have to have some over bets on the turn. I think this is a good one.
Alright,
Yeah,
pick a number.
Maybe you're right, but I would rather have like a flush draw for it, I think.
Let's
Have some more
see,
equity.
let's say we bet 104. 60% of the time, 20% of the time, 160 and 20% of the time, 204. Let's see. Well, that was 11, so 11 would be,
1-4.
104.
104.
we roll low. Hmm,
We
160
never,
is the
we never
answer.
do 104.
yeah, we can blame the
No, we blame
We
your
blame
our
60%,
analysis.
104.
our mistake. Oh, we roll low. What do you want? No. It was a bit big spot.
I
Bet pot?
said pot.
Pot or over bet?
Wow, okay.
We're blocked. We've got we have got blockers for the spades, which isn't that great, is it?
No, and we have a 9, which is really bad.
We can
But we also have a jack, which is a really good reason to bluff.
Why is 9 bad?
I think
And we
this
got no
bets-
showdown value
Get
neither.
this, get this ace high flushes to fold. Just bet 184. And just fold out his ace high flushes, because he's got
Yeah.
two flush draws possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like half pot here.
yeah, we
What-
don't need to lose too many chips
I
unnecessarily, do we?
believe we need to go pot here, because if we had a busted like hearts, we would blast it.
What
Yeah,
about,
that's
no, what are your
that's
value
the
hands
tag.
that you're gonna pot here? Over pairs?
Like
Yeah,
three.
hands that bet small and then size up are gonna be things like 10-8. Right, pocket fives.
This is just to give up with the 9 of spades in the hand.
There's also something to say for that.
I don't
would
think,
say-
I
go
don't
half
think
pot.
we can't give up. We can't give up because we've got no showdown value at all.
think
This
it's
has to
flat or
be,
bet
a-
small.
It's absolutely give up.
I'm gonna
in
go
my
half
mind.
pot with a lot of my 10x here, I think, for thin value as well. Like
I don't think we need to
Jack
bet
10,
more than
10,
necessary.
9,
Bottom of the
maybe even
range.
queen 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bottom of the range.
I think we need
Yeah.
to do something crazy here. Let's try.
I'm on team
Oh.
check.
184.
184.
So you wanted just to fold the ace eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or anything.
You get
that
ace high,
misses
king high, queen high.
And all busted draws. And there are a lot of busted draws,
Hmm,
straights and flushes galore.
Except the problem is we have that 9.
Yeah,
The straights, but the flushes
but
are
it-
plenty.
But apparently having the jack is more important than having the 9.
yeah.
Never just check.
Nope.
Right, so it's going all in a bunch here.
Yeah, it is going, the jack nine's going all in quite a
9,
bit.
6, 9, 7. They
All
do
of our
it too.
tens.
Everything but king, everything until we get to the queen.
What's the jack nine? What does it look like? Is it the spades? What's going all in mostly? The ones without the spades. Oh no, the jack nine of spades.
The guy who sells bread is here. Anyone that wants bread?
Yeah.
Get one for me.
Ah, alright. Oh, I think he's done already.
Well, we saved some chips.
Yeah, I think I
Or
think
jack
the
high and beat 6, 7.
maybe what we missed here is that the flop, we're gonna want to bet big with pocket jacks and pocket queens, and we're also gonna want to bet big with the draws that mimic those hands. So queen jack and jack nine, I think, fits in there. So I think the big bet on the flop is kind of where we went wrong here. Would allow us to play the hand a little bit differently, but yeah, I mean, jack high here, it's an easy fold, right?
Yeah.
Oh, to the raise?
I can't remember what we bet on the flop in the end.
We bet small on the flop.
Range bet small.
But it wanted us to go slightly bigger, didn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, we could have taken either of the two bigger sizes on the flop. We could have raised
Okay,
2/3, or we could have potted the flop even,
right.
like we would with ace 10 or pocket jacks. But I mean, we're probably just gonna get cooler there no matter what, right?
Oh, we could have lost a bit less.
Easy
Oh.
fold.
Snap fold.
Yeah. Why is it not 99.99?
Because the solver sometimes gets crazy, and that's how we beat it on random days. Ooh,
That's nice.
here's a tough one where it's 2 cards for the in position or for the out of position.
Yeah, I think we have to bet small because
Yeah.
we've got jack high.
No.
Yeah, it's
The one.
We can
whenever
still call- we
there's
can still-
two
we can
cards
still
for
call
the
a
big
raise.
blind, we are gonna go very polar most of the time. This is the board, the kind of board we polarize the most on.
Okay,
Uh,
size up.
let's see it. Oh, not this one. Here. No, not this one. Let's go for a bit bet and see if it's okay. It is definitely a big bet or a check.
Yep.
And then I just do one.
He
Now,
donks.
oh,
Yeah.
he hits the 8 and wants to. What kind of size is that?
Don't know, but we can't really get away from this that easily. Come on, we've got to call this, right? Because of the size of the bet.
Maybe not. If we just have jack high.
Yeah, but if an 8 comes, we could get his stack.
Yeah, but how many?
Probably 9% of the time, right?
The deck.
For this price, I think we have to call minimum defense frequency here.
Hold on 1 second though, Barry. When you said if the 8 comes, we can get a stack, it's his
We don't
most
know that for
likely value.
sure.
No, yeah, because his most likely value hand is an 8. And so when the 8 comes, he's counterfeited unless he has exactly 8-10, and we block the 10.
Alright, so let's count
Yeah.
our outs just for fun. There's 4 8s, right?
There's,
And then there's.
and
three jacks
probably
that could
3.
be Good, 3
Probably
10
3
that
8s.
could be good, right? Could.
And I think there's a good likelihood that there are 3 8s, not 4 8s.
So you probably
He's
have
repping an
3.5
8.
eights. You have 3.5
Yeah.
eights.
And on top of
Yeah,
that,
but if we just count our outs, like we
You
don't
just
know.
say a
the
percentage of the
like
time
that.
he has an 8, right? That we know
So
that. We know that
we're-
at least
we're-
40% of the time he has an 8.
We're
something like that.
roughly going to improve 20% of the time here. Alright,
an 8 and 10 of diamonds might not be any good either, really.
and then what kind of pot odds are we offered here? So the pot is 230, he bet 69. And if we call, we're gonna have to call for 69 more. So it's 368, so it's 69 divided by 368. Ah. So if our jack and our 10 is live, we need to
Then we should
call.
call.
Yeah, but I don't think our jack at 10 is live, and I think we are counting too many 8s.
What about raising?
Feels bad. I don't know,
Like,
we kind of,
Raise folding, but then if you raise and he calls, and then turn, you have to, and then the river, you just check back, jack high.
we
I
have to
think it's
have more than.
mostly a call, and you
50%.
can get spicy with a raise every now and then.
Yeah, okay, so let's try calling. It's raising.
Raise.
Mostly raising, and it's never folding.
Interesting. So why do you wanna raise, Nick?
We have outs to the nuts. We have the jack of diamonds, which is going to block flush draws. So a lot of the stuff he's just block betting small to get us to fold hands like this. Just has to auto fold. And then we block all his 8s as well.
What's up, Nick?
Yeah, the 5 of diamonds completes so many hands that fit his range really well. Right? If you look at 7, 6, and 5 are all key cards for him. So he's gonna have all the 2 pairs there, as well as tons of straights. So he gets to bluff that card a lot with all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I don't think we can fold to that 69. Yeah.
Yeah, so he bet the 69 to get to the river, cheaply, and we raised to prevent it.
Yeah, and like he, not only that, like people are thinking of folding on that turn a lot, right? It's
Go look
it's a
at
really
his stats,
scary
how
turn.
much he's dunk. Look how much he's dunk betting on that turn. I bet it's like 50% or something insane. Like I think he just gets to stab with a lot of his range because it's such a good card.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
53% range bet on the turn. Yeah, he's turning his king high into a bluff there.
Alright, I think I wanna raise here with overcard, backdoor flush, upper dangler to the tree. I think that's a really good raise.
Before you do it, too late.
What did you wanna say?
I just want to say that that's not, the upper dangler theory doesn't apply here because it doesn't block 4-3 because he doesn't have 4-3.
It kinda does.
Okay. I mean, it
we'll
was still a
see,
raise half the time.
We'll see, but like it's this little pattern that likes to do right on pair boards.
Alright, let's see.
We might see. We're busy working. Alright.
This one's got a lot going for it with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight, overcard.
Yeah, it's raising the fours here.
I think it's more because of its backdoor straight.
It could
Yes.
be, right? It could be here, right?
Yeah,
Because why would it raise this 5?
yeah, the 4 and the 5. The 4 and the 5 are the same. Look at it.
But usually,
this-
like the upper dangler, the pair board, is almost always raising with the backdoor flush and 1 overcard. So it's,
Yeah. But I think it's when it's a relevant upper dangler. In this case, we saw that the 5 and the 4 were equivalent, and in fact, the 5-7 raises more than the 4-7.
He doesn't have 4-3 in his range, right? So
Yeah, that's why. It doesn't have that blocking property.
that makes a lot of sense.
And but does he have 5, but does it have blocking properties because of the 6 that he doesn't have 5-4? He does raise 5-4 suited there. Yes, right?
Yeah.
Just not 4-3. So you block that value.
So we checked, we didn't pick up equity. It was a one and done type of bluff for me. Yeah.
Yep. And he has it.
It just always happens.
Range bet small.
Yeah.
We raise, oh boy. I am calling with this.
Ooh. Check out.
You wanna fold?
I feel like
I would,
one call.
I would need to call with this.
I
Alright.
think so.
Mostly call. Little bit of raise back.
Now, I don't know. I still think we need to call.
I
Probably.
think we do.
Jesus, is he trying to get us off a chop or does he have a
Oh,
queen?
no.
Wow, now it's an easy call,
Yeah.
You have to call.
right? All his under pairs just got double kid.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, but do
Should
we
be.
call with range here? Are there cards we don't wanna have when we call here?
We don't want to have the jack of hearts, but I don't know that that's enough to dissuade us from calling here.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not call.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mixes.
this is,
But you missed out on 0.09 chips.
yeah, I know.
Good fold.
Yeah, and he had a queen.
What about range? Having an ace is bad. Having a heart, is it bad? Not too bad. But having the ace is or the king eye flush draw is really bad. Yeah, look at this king eye flush draw. So having an ace or a king in your hand is bad. You want a hero call here without,
You want a hero call playing the board.
yeah. Fold.
Nothing is better than someone trying to push you off a chop when it isn't a chop.
Yeah, huh?
When you're not chopping with them and you've got it.
Yeah, range bet small. Uh-oh, ace sideboard, we overfold, even with this type of hand. If we had a backdoor flush with it, do we call?
Yep.
Is it suit selective? Like,
30.
is it gonna like diamonds more than spades?
OP, sorry, I was in a big pot. Did we call with that queen, queen, 6, 6, 6 board?
No, we folded. Having an ace in your hand was bad. Having a heart is bad as well. So we had
Alright,
both.
so we just always fold there.
Yeah.
So
It was
both-
50-50.
We
50 call, 50
yeah.
fold.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks, Roxanne, thanks.
I'm folding and then what about 5-4 of diamonds? I think I'm calling 5-4 diamonds.
I think I'm folding 5-4 diamonds.
I think you're more likely to call 5-4 of hearts or 5-4 of spades.
That's
because he still could have ace high or king high diamonds there, and he can't have ace high or king high spades in his range.
I surely am not raising 5-4 of hearts or spades or diamonds.
Yeah, never calls. At least
Never calls, but it wants to play it, right?
it does want to play it.
But
But only 134 makes money, the rest is losing money, so you have to be very careful with your bet size.
their call is making as much as the big raise. Like there's one chip of difference.
Look at how much 6-4 raises. And 6-3 and 6-2. Wow.
That's a bit savage, right?
Yeah, how about 6-4 offsuit getting frisky?
That's mental.
Wanna bet here.
Do you? It's 2 key cards for, well, it's not 2 key cards.
No, the three is.
Isn't the
not-
Yeah.
8 bad for us?
So it's
Yeah.
just, the 8 is also very neutral. And like, we're gonna bet, to my understanding, like, probably like 60% of the time here. So I wanna bet with all my backdoor flush. And this one can have a backdoor straight as well. And if we get anything that is higher than us to fold, it's great. So definitely a bet on for me. It's checking most of the time.
At least you didn't say upper dangler.
Yeah. We were.
Oh, you didn't call?
No,
Backdoor,
1%.
backdoors for the world, small free bet.
Like I knew he had the 8.
Well played, well played. But we
Soul
would've
read
stacked
of
him
the
then.
solver.
We would have stacked him. Runner straight,
Runner, backdoor flush.
runner straight flush draw.
We have a pretty good kicker with our 10 here. Our kicker also interacts with the pair card, so this is definitely a raise for me. If we had the spade, it would be even more. Oh, okay, mostly call.
But it's got a hunk of raise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
On the last hand with the 54 of hearts, would we want to maybe delayed c-bet based on us improving our equity there? Right, with being able to turn a straight draw or a flush draw or a straight draw and a flush draw.
Could be a good strategy for sure.
Did you say Glade c-bet? Oh, delayed c-bet.
Delayed c-bet.
Right. Okay. I know what that is.
A new term.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, what's up, James?
Hello.
Hi.
I heard a Glade C-bet. Makes you smell better.
All right, what are we studying today? Is this cash?
Cutoff versus big blind. 60.
Okay.
60 big blinds deep MTT.
We check crazy call. This is a break. Well, you would raise back with most of his kings, right? Does he? Oh, he's smooth calling us with half of his range. What a great guy. Alright, I don't wanna bet. It's a one and done type of spot.
Yep.
Oh my god. Is he taking it there? Like he has no respect for a check raise. I
He has
think
no
that-
respect for check
oh,
raise check.
Yeah, we have no hearts, we have no spades, we have to call.
yeah. Now what, Mr. Solver? Check.
All in.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright,
He's a beast.
calm down, Mr. Solver. We don't need to take it there. I mean.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, we don't have a heart, we don't have a spade.
We have a queen that blocks a little bit of the internal straight draw.
Having a queen here is bad because
Yep.
we don't wanna block queen jack, we don't wanna block ace queen.
But we also do block king queen.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Feels
in
bad.
game,
We
in
have to
game,
call with
I
some
think this is
hands.
100% fold.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we say this. In game, this is a fold for us. Now, against,
100%.
against the solver, it's only a fold.
It's.
Yeah, Yeah,
Not 100%.
Yeah,
Oh,
not 100%.
Jesus,
It's not
this is
100%.
60 big blinds with second pair. Okay, this is too much. We need to fold.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, yeah.
70-30.
Against the
60 big
solver, it's
blinds,
two,
too much.
and in game, it's 100%.
Yeah.
Do we go with our like suited diamonds or something?
But he's gonna have bluffs here. Not so convinced.
We don't call any 10 unless it's like ace 10
No, we don't call
10
any 10.
or like.
10,
the
4 and
10
10, 5.
Yeah, because
10,
we
4 and
got
10, 5
pocket
blocking
four
the
and
sets.
pocket fives. Yeah.
Yeah,
We-
blocking the full houses.
5-4 calling sometimes here. 5-4
Ah,
5-4 clubs.
that is
Yeah,
insane.
blocking the full houses and unblocking the flushes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dirtiest one, 4-3.
Oh, gross.
Off, 4-3 off.
Yeah,
Not going to find that.
But how much
It's-
money are we making on 4-3 off?
Wait a
5,
minute,
10.
hold on. Square size proportional to weight before you lose your mind on that 4-3. And now talk about it.
yeah, that's right, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, so
I mean, at
we,
least the 5-4 is something.
we do have a bunch of kings here. And I thought blocking the ace would be terrible here, but it wants to call with the ace more than with the lower kicker. Alright.
Yeah.
Card for us. We have a pair. Oh, this is tricky. As much as I wanna check here, there's like. I wanna bet here because it's a jack-eye board. No, we're just gonna bet on jack-eye boards. Even though like we have a JL special here, the marginal made hand. I wanna bet anyway.
Yeah, we want to bet and bet small so that when he floats with an ace, we can cooler him on the turn.
It's mixing in sizes, never checking.
So if this was a queen high board, do you still bet?
Yes.
Because I think I would check there.
No,
Oh.
like this is the aggregated report, the visual like representation of our strategy on the cutoff. And on some high card boards, like whenever it comes 10 high or better, we almost always just bet. When it's jack high or better, it's like 90% bet.
Hmm.
So we're just not cautious. We're just gonna blast. So here with my 8 kicker, I wanna check raise. Anybody check raise here?
You can mix calling and raising here.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
For sure it's
Why
an
do you
eight
want
kicker.
to? Why do you want to check raise here, Louis?
Yeah, I
Because
would
we
check.
have an
call.
8 kicker.
You checking for value, or you check raising for value?
Yeah,
I'm just
I would,
calling.
Because we're phasing the solver, he's betting small and we have top pair.
I would also check raise here against pop.
I think we want to raise our best jacks, king jack, queen jack. We have some ace jack, I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
for sure. All of these are gonna raise, but I will dig sometimes down to jack 8.
This
Because
has like
block-
six.
because
Ace
I
block
have-
some of his bluff. I mean, he's range betting, so I guess that don't matter.
But
Do it.
also like the 8 has extra straight outs.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Might be-
do
might be
it. Check raise.
Yeah, I think we can mix here.
Definitely
No,
just.
maybe
call
not.
here. Let's look at the strategy.
The problem is we don't want to get 3-bet and lose our backdoor equity with the 8.
So not really a thing, even with jack 10.
Jack, king jack, queen jack.
Okay. You wanna have a backdoor flush with it.
Yeah, we have better hands that have better equity to check raise. The problem is if we get 3-bet, we're gonna lose that backdoor equity because we're not gonna be able to sustain against the 3-bet, and he still has all the overs here.
Offsuit ones. We're gonna check raise what here? It's like queen 10. No, it's like queen, jack, queen.
Yeah,
King
our
jack,
best
king jack.
ace
Yeah,
jack. King.
our two best ones. We don't, yeah.
Yeah.
And on boards where we do have an ace, we might only do the ace and the king and not the queen. We don't know.
So on an ace king, say it's ace king 5, and you have 6-8 suited. So you wrap around the 5 and you have a flush draw.
Not on ace king 5. You don't check raise.
On ace king
No,
5,
the
you're gonna
check.
check raise some 5s.
Some 5s, but not with the
Not
like,
the
not
upper
with the
and the
immediate
bottom
flush draw.
dangler. No, I
immediate
think
flush
it's
draw and the
maybe-
dangler. Okay.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we just saw like this ace king board, ace king 6. And with
Yep.
5-4, with the backdoor flush, we were raising big.
And can you change it to the ace king of the same suit?
Yeah. So first, let's see here. Check bet small, this 5-4 with the backdoor flush was raising big. And then ace, king 7? King 7?
Ace king 5, ace king 6, that's fine. As long as it's the same suit, the ace and the king. Oh, the ace and the king is the same suit. Don't have to change as much. And then the 6-8 suited. 6-8 suited. the
Mostly,
wraparound.
no, it's not really a thing.
Okay.
Just with the front door flush. Not with
Doesn't
the,
matter, I flat called anyway, and then I bluffed him on the river with a 4 card straight there.
pair
Yeah.
board. I wanna bet small here. Ooh. He check raises, oh no. Okay, I'm good with folding. Oh, what?
Over is not.
I kinda
Doesn't-
wanted to call at first because we had the backdoor straight, backdoor flush. But then we didn't have overcards and I talked myself into something more.
I love that he wanted to re-raise him again as well.
Check, check. Definitely checking again here.
No.
Over bet or check? Check,
I like that
check,
overbet
turn
there.
the backdoor flush. We're looking at the nut backdoor flush draw. We're just punting. Now, is it doing this with a lot? No, just this combo. Alright, alright. But it's doing it with the king eye flush draw a bunch. We turn the
King-
backdoor flush draw and it over bets. Flop goes check, check. Turn the backdoor flush, we over bet it.
Yeah, we probably also get to size up with our queens and our fours here too.
Because it
We
went
probably
check,
have a
check.
lot of big bets. Yeah, our best queen size up.
So we bet, we just call or we raise.
I would just call, but because he bets
Call,
small,
it's a-
you can raise him more, right?
So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a call because like you said, one time is the higher flush draws, we kind of just want to call and see if we get there.
If you get jammed on, you have to crawl to your table and cry.
yeah, we can also check the river when the flush comes and he might bet it. Right? Because he has two key cards for his imposition here.
All our value wants to lead out on that turn, so we don't really rep anything with the check raise.
Let's check here. Check, check, chop it up.
Nice. Well played.
Monotone, 50-50. We're gonna bet half of the
Bet
time small or check. I go with the bet small. Do I have reports for
But you
imposition?
said like 50%, 50-50 we're gonna bet, but I've never seen it being a check.
No, actually, we bet monotone boards 80% of the time.
Yeah, that makes more sense, yeah.
Ooh,
Big
polar
sign.
bet, check out.
Check out, right? Ooh, what is he doing? Why would he pick this hand to go this big?
You're nuts.
Okay, 2K cards for the big blind. The 4, is the 4 good for him? Don't remember.
Probably better than for us, right?
It's written here. No, it's 5, 6, 7. So there's just 1K card for him and it's a jack eye board. So no respect on jack eye boards here. Bam. What?
8, huh?
Now you just gotta call.
It checked then, Louis, yeah?
Wow,
81%.
yeah.
That's because of the showdown value as well, right?
Well, range is
Weird.
betting. It's just like this hand, right?
Yeah,
Jesus.
our worst aces are betting.
Yeah.
Our best
And our better
aces,
aces
our
are betting.
worst
It's just
aces.
ace, it's just ace 9, ace 8, ace 10.
Because
Yeah.
we've got an overcard to the 7.
Because we don't,
Two
when we have
overcards.
these hands and we don't get better ace size to fold, right?
Are you blocking
Yeah.
his gut shots or something? I don't know.
We've got overcards to the 7 with
Maybe
those
it's
8, 8,
because
9, 10.
we don't wanna bet fold them.
No,
We wanna make sure we see a turn with
This is cheating
what
though.
could make a straight.
and we could
You don't
hit
want it.
Guys, we
middle
don't have
pair.
like ace twos. It's like bet big to get better ace size to fold and we don't care if we face a raise.
Yeah, the ace nine that wants to bet is the ace nine of clubs that doesn't have a backdoor. All the other ones
Yeah.
have backdoor flush and want to check and realize their equity on the turn.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now we fold.
Definitely. If he raises small though, what do? We fold anyway.
Yeah.
Fold.
It never folds.
Never fold. You have an over, backdoor straight, backdoor flush. Why would you fold there?
Because I
said
just,
now you
I thought
gotta-
I just saw that solution in the solver.
No, I said now you gotta call.
Yeah, you said that, but I
Yeah.
don't know. You
We
sound
should have
like-
checked called.
you
The,
should
we went
know.
wrong. We went wrong on the flop though, right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
He should have
We
checked.
should have checked called the flop.
It's not wrong. I mean,
Yes.
the solver's still betting it just a little bit.
Bet big. We're
And
gonna
it's better than
call
that.
here.
It's not, it's
Yeah,
not
call.
check, call, it's not check, call the flop. It's check, check and see a turn for free. We didn't even have to call.
So call
And
here.
where you go, just call here. And then check. And then fold.
No,
I think it's a call.
call again.
I
Okay,
think you have to
Fold-
fold
we
the,
we have to fold
I
on the
think you have to
river.
fold the
It's
river.
getting close now.
Uh,
Almost 50-50.
Might as well fold. We got him this
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Having the jack is really bad there.
Sucker.
Yeah, we got him. I think that jack is bad now. That's right.
Yeah.
See, there's a spot where he didn't improve his equity, but he double barreled anyways.
Yeah, but he had a bunch of equity from the get-go, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2K cards for the big blind here, so we need to bet polarized, but
Just
the way I
blast
understood
it.
this spot, we were betting anyway. So we bet big.
Just blast it with this shit
Check
hand.
fold.
Yeah.
LP, this might be a good time to pull up, Justin's low or zero equity bluff ranges and, concepts. Since that keeps coming up in discussion.
It like the bigger bet, Louis.
Yeah,
Nice, now we just fold.
it's like a check or over bet. And the way I understand this spot right now, it's like, we're gonna bet it almost always anyway. Let's see. Ooh. How do we structure the strategy here?
We're just not betting. When we bet, it's humongous.
Yeah.
Which suited kings is it betting?
Not the clubs.
So the ones that can call a raise.
Yeah, exactly. But who's gonna raise when we bet 150%? I mean. His rating strategy is just like very thin. Alright, The hands we bet the least seems to be ace size. Or second pairs. Second pair or under pair. Right? 69, we're out.
Oh,
9-8, huh?
yeah, we got owned.
I don't think we're winning money here today. Oh boy. He's ripping us off. 3,000 bucks, Jesus. Why did we bet so much against it? Top pair. Wow, look at this. I'm gonna call.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
goodness, now we're in trouble. This is trouble.
He also bet big on a monotone board.
Did he? Yeah, the bastard.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah, not common.
Oh,
Oh my god. What does he have? Did he just flop it?
He has the bluffs with the ace of spades here too. Okay.
What do we beat?
We beat the king nine.
King.
But yeah, but he's bluffing the ace of spades there and the king of spades there. It's okay. We're okay.
Alright, we just catch back a lot here. One more hand like this. And we might be breaking even.
Yeah.
We beat a lot of hands. And we
This
beat a lot
monkey.
of bluffs. Range bet.
What size?
I don't
Small.
think we beat
Small.
any of his value at that size bet. Does he bet it? Does he bet top pair that big ever? Isn't it just his flushes and
No.
his bluffs?
No.
It's a,
Doesn't.
he's just like,
He's super polar.
His is the flush or he has the ace or the king of spades.
Yeah. And blocks us from having it.
like he's mostly, like he's range betting, but I wanna get fancy with some portion of it.
Range bet, yeah, on the flop. I'm in his river size.
Like he's doing it mostly with the. Not really, but yeah, kind of. Like Jack 7, doing it mostly with the flush. What about ace queen? It's just like slivers everywhere, right? So just wanted to bet here.
I meant on the river when he pots it on, when he overbets the river.
Yeah.
Is he
Oh, yeah.
doing?
All he has
He
is
overbets
value
the
and,
river.
and the ace
Right.
or it's yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking is that our queen five doesn't beat any of his value and it beats all of his bluffs. That's what we're thinking.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep. Yeah, he's not stuffing 700 with two pair there.
Yeah.
Right? I
And
don't
two
even
pair
know if
beats
he,
us. Yeah, it's top it. Yeah. Is he doing it with top pair, top kicker? I think he's not.
I don't think he is, not unless the top kicker is the ace of spades.
Yeah. Yeah, he's checking back his ace queens.
Why would he still be here with king deuce of clubs?
Uh,
Is that proportional to weight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's trying to bluff you.
Interesting. Queen 10 still goes for value here.
it's bluffing with the 7 of spade.
Queen, right, so, so we lose, but we still lose to that. He
It's
doesn't. do it
not
with-
bluffing with the ace of spade. It's never bluffing with the ace of spade. Or almost never. Alright, let's range bet here. Oh, the size. What's wrong with this size?
I think the flop's so good for our range, we just get the range bet large here at this stacked up.
I personally check back here. Is that bad?
On the flop or on the turn?
No, on the turn.
Yeah, just range bet large.
Range bet big. Fancy. Alright. Alright. What the hell? So it's betting big more than it bets small when flopping the straight is possible.
Yeah, because you have all the straights yourself too, right?
Yeah. And when you have a pair and two pair, it's a super wet board against you.
Yeah.
I mean, we have all the set straights and two pairs and he doesn't.
I mean, he still have a bunch of two pairs there. But it's just
He's
he has
three
way
betting
more-
on some frequency.
he has way more junk than we do.
I love these charts. Louis, were you able to export the 100 big blind, the cash game one? So we can try to make those charts for the big blind versus the button?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you send it to Yas? Because maybe we'll have to see it on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Then
try.
in that case, I'll invite Yas on Friday.
Otherwise, I thought he was not invited.
Yeah.
Alright, so. And then on 9 high board. We take like 50%. Alright, so jack high board. I wanna check here. It's more of a one and done type of spot.
Yeah, but you bet small though, right?
No, he wants to double barrel big.
Yeah, you bet small on the flop, right?
Yeah.
So you should bet again here.
I don't know.
This hand is just this hand is just trash.
Yeah.
Plus we've got the range and nut advantage, big time.
Yeah. I mean, now we fucked up the hand, so
Yeah. We're trying to get him off a queen or a 10.
Do we barrel free though? or not.
Yeah,
That's
we
the only
barrel
thing.
turn, barrel river. Big,
We
big,
barrel, but we barrel both.
yeah.
Like if we bet big on the flop, like then we could check and give up because his calling range is too strong.
We just fold here. I want to range bet here. Oh, no.
That was a fine range bet.
It was, but now what are we gonna do?
You gotta call.
I'm gonna call, right? That's what we've seen.
We have all three we have all three things.
Now
Now
you
we
fold.
Now you fold.
And he fucked us.
Yeah. How does he raise the flop with queen seven? It's too wide. I'm
Does he
gonna
have
mark
a
him.
backdoor flush, backdoor straight?
I'm gonna put a note on him if he continues. We just call here?
Yeah.
Good turn.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh, wanna bet small. Anybody with me on the bet small train?
Sure, that's a block bet. Sure, block bet.
I'm checking here.
Yeah. And then against population fold.
Fold
And
against
it's
him
so-
too. This guy just has a flush. Or he has jack ten, he's just beating us all the way.
He shouldn't have
Yeah,
he shouldn't have a
let's not
flush
spew-
here.
Let's
He
not
shouldn't
spew it
have a
off to the solver.
Yeah, he was gonna bet turn, right? If he had the flush.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he doesn't
Yeah,
have
the 10's
jack
in.
10 though. He would bet jack 10
I
though.
has jack nine, that bastard.
yeah, he got there.
Yeah, the jack is a very good card for him.
I like our block bet. He was gonna bet more than 48.
Yeah, alright.
I
wanna
think you should
bet-
just fold.
I think I wanna bet 5 or 100.
No, I don't think
Five.
this hand bets. I don't think this hand bets big. I think this is either bet small or check.
Yeah, but.
I think it's a big because it has two key cards for the big line, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you still want to bet big with the lower pairs, like the nines, the tens. This hand, it literally needs no protection. Like you have the backdoor hearts, you have everything.
Actually,
Yeah, I agree
there's
with
just one
Sam.
key card for the, just one. So it's the 7, the 4 and the 8 are not. Not so good. So maybe we just range bet small, but I doubt it because if we look at. This,
I don't
No,
think
I
it's a
think-
range
I
bet.
think-
I don't think we
I think
range
it's
bet
this
this
hand.
board.
It's not, yeah, it's a polarized bet spot, but this hand wants to bet small.
alright, that makes sense. No. Was a
It
big
still
bet,
wants to bet big.
yeah.
It's mostly checking
Checking a
for what it's
lot.
worth.
Yeah.
No, it's mostly not checking.
Oh, no, it's mostly not checking.
It's checking a lot, not mostly.
Well, check is the biggest option is what I mean.
Yes, but it's betting mostly.
Yeah.
And that's,
Now this, on this turn, he just screws us so hard because we can't get.
You're
down.
just
Alright,
I guess-
actually, I know why now it's a big bet because so many bad turns can happen. A 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 4, a heart. A heart is not so bad here. But
I
Yeah.
feel like
still,
I feel like you have to call this, but
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you have to
Oh, yeah,
fold.
we're not folding here.
I think you have to fold the river.
no way.
No, you
We
don't.
just call. We just
No,
call.
you don't.
Have to call.
No,
I would call.
we just call.
Yeah,
Such a luck box. Such a luck box. How does he make all these nice hands?
So why don't you ever fold the river there, dude? Can you pull that up? Because I feel like that should be a fold. Quite a bit.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Because
Yeah.
you still beat some of his value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have two pair there sometimes. that you
Which you lose to.
counterfeited.
No,
Huh?
you don't, because the
No,
six
you-
paired.
Oh,
counted
because the
eight,
six
seven.
on the river. Oh, okay, because the six. Okay.
Like he might block the river with like, I don't know, Jack 8, so you beat that too.
Yeah,
You never raise the river, that's for sure.
no,
No, you don't raise the river because he just has a bunch of straight there. And he could also have a 6. Like he could have a boat.
So if that river was, let's just say, a deuce, then do you fold?
I think the solver still calls, right?
We're never putting misses, man. Forget about it.
You have to call.
Especially with the ace of hearts, because he's not gonna bluff the ace of hearts, right? Say you bet small and then he calls the flop with, I don't know, ace deuce of hearts, and then the river come a 3. He's not gonna bluff that hand because he's blocking, because that has showdown. So you're not gonna fold aces with the ace of hearts on that spot.
Raise big or raise small?
raise big because of the ace, we can get called.
No, I
The
think
hand is
on
ending with a
ace
dozen
high
of them.
board, on ace high boards, the strategy against a small bet is just to raise small.
Okay,
Very small.
Maybe not,
yeah, this hand,
maybe not actually.
the reason I want to raise big on this board is when he has an ace, we get more. He has a lot of aces, and when he has hearts, we don't mind if they fold. If he does fold them.
So then the
Yeah.
question becomes, so you only have, but what if you had a 235 or 265? Would it be beneficial to even raise bigger than 134?
No,
Oh, I don't know.
I doubt it. It's not even using 134.
Nope, nope.
So raise small,
It's just a raise small.
but it's almost pure
Yeah.
raise small.
Yep, I'm just wrong. But I'm less wrong than calling.
I'm gonna range bet here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not a thing.
That's the thing.
It is.
45 is the thing.
Yeah.
Check on the flop. We pick up fourth pair. I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
We have a 7 though. The 7 is very tempting.
The 3 is more important than the 7 probably, though.
I
Which
think we
makes it
could
a check.
bet small here, right?
No.
Wants to check there.
But now we're gonna bet pot. No, it's a 4-liner.
Oh,
We have to
boy.
be Cautious.
Oh, we just
65.
get to bet small with range, I think, or bet small with 10 here.
No, we're pretty high in our value here. We wanna size up a bit. But we can't really use the big size because of the 4-liner. I'm guessing 65. Oh, it's betting pot. Now whenever you're looking at spots where it goes check. Whenever you have a strong hand like 2 pair, magic 2 pair on the river, we always blast. Even on a 4-liner, it seems.
Yeah, I didn't know that about the 4-liner. Cool.
Range bet small on king high boards, we just don't care. What? You guys see that?
See what?
Over bet or bet pot size?
1/3 of the time.
Okay, so it's just a range bet small most of the time. It's just our combo that had like properties. Well. Call or raise?
I think it's just a call.
Yeah. No. Check again. Oh my goodness, did he hit an 8? He wouldn't value bet an 8. He wouldn't check back a good queen on the turn. He wouldn't bet like that with the 7. I'm calling.
I think it's a fold.
I'm calling.
I call.
He's not betting an 8 like that. He would bet with the queen before that.
Yeah,
point.
but he's gonna have like sevens, right? Like
Jesus, I didn't think at all about sevens, man.
yeah, you're gonna have seven.
folding.
You could have like freaking, I don't know, suited seven.
He likes to call a lot. I would fold.
No, I think we need to fold here.
I don't think he bets his 7 on the flop. Oh, he is. It's a queen high board, so it's just gonna range bet.
It's a
Alright,
range bet.
I'm mixing.
It's mixing.
They're all right.
Hey, story didn't add up. I was gonna look him up.
Me too.
Yeah, we got to catch up on that solver. We got to make some good calls.
Yeah, we're losing our shirt.
We were so close after stacking him that one hand.
Yeah. Range bet. He folds. We win money. Let's go. $100. Okay, let's check raise because why not, right?
Yeah, he should be range betting a 10 board.
Yeah.
Fold out his ace three, ace four.
Yeah, just a call.
Okay, we don't improve equity, so we check.
The 3 on the turn, we should never check it.
It's a blast.
Crossing them.
Because we check raise on the flop, nothing changed, so we should barrel on the turn. That's a low.
I think you could bet now. No, you need to bet. You need to bet. This hand has no showdown.
Huh?
I don't think we need to bet big. I think like the line we have now, we could still bet a 7 for value. So I'm gonna go smaller, like 166. If you fold his ace high, it's good.
Nope. We got him
Yeah,
though.
but we got him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Making errors, but making money.
Like a fish.
That's small.
Definitely. You raise.
Ay.
We're gonna call.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna fold.
Yeah.
Still calling the turn. What is wrong with it? You wanted to tag back his $100. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So we call here.
All day.
Can we lead here?
I think we can.
Yeah, it's a card that paired the.
It's the best
board,
card
but-
for us. It's the key card. The key card appeared, man. I have to bet.
Yeah, but then what's our strategy on the river? He calls us because he's gonna call us a
It's
lot.
not gonna get to the river.
We're gonna bet small again on the river.
I don't think you want to lead with this hand. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have a
Now-
new key card system that I need to show you, Nick, but it's pretty cool.
All right, he's still gonna have a bunch of kings, right? He's gonna value bet his kings. So if we check here,
No.
I think
No, we
he
have a lot of
does.
bluffs. We blast.
256,
Here.
size of the pot. What would we
Ooh.
size with? Like 7, 6 of hearts?
No, because
We have a ton
I
of
feel like
hearts. We have straight draws. We have plenty of bluffs. So I'm probably overbetting here.
Yeah, this is one of our best made value hands. We got to go for big value. 384.
no, I kind of feel like we could check raise here.
Oh,
We were
250.
so close. We were very close. Going pot.
Does he call with that kick?
Yeah. We got him with value.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
If we check, does he
But-
bet?
The pot was the better answer, it says.
we never
Yeah.
check
We doesn't check? We don't check? Okay.
0.
Ooh. Marginal made hand with a gut shot.
Do we
This
need
board
protection?
is so shifted. I feel that this is yeah. I think that this might be a spot we check.
Yeah, I think so.
I
We got
kinda
a
agree.
we got a made marginal hand, and that takes precedence over the draw.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I think it's you either check or bet small.
We need to bet 70% of the time here. So this is clearly a bet for me. Oh, it's a check.
Yeah.
The JL special, the marginal made hand.
Yeah.
I guess we call here,
Yeah, we can't fold is the problem.
check back.
That's a terrible turn card for us.
It's a key card.
It is. It's a key card for our range.
But he's also it is, but he's also defending all the issue though.
That's not a terrible turn.
Sam,
What is that noise?
Sam,
Bandwidth is going.
your
He's in
audio
slow
is fucked
motion.
up.
He's in a different world.
He's playing banjo.
So it was betting small or checking on the turn, and then on this river, we blocked the diamonds.
It's defending what?
We're blocking the diamonds, man.
I think we fold.
Come
If we
on,
want to
Bert.
own this, we want to
blocked
own
the
this.
diamonds.
I think we have to own the solver here. Come on, we need
No,
to catch
no.
up.
Block the diamonds, we block the straight with queen jack, and we have
I
a
don't-
perfect blocker.
We got better hands to call with still, though. We got a lot of better hands
Does
than
he
this.
does he do this with just a 10? No, he
Oh,
No,
you check turn. I thought you bet
he
it.
has a backdoor flush, but we don't care.
But the only bluff that he's likely to show up with on the flop is a jack, maybe, right? Or 7, something with a 7. So there's not that many bluffs, and we block his bluffs with the 9, so he probably has it.
We need to call Barry.
I'm folding.
We block queen jack, so we need to call. We block the backdoor flush, so we need to call.
Yeah.
Amazing call.
You let the solver own us.
I'm sorry, Barry, but I'm just a calling station sometimes, and this is one of these times.
yeah. What happened?
He flopped the straight and took us down. Yeah, he flopped the nut straight.
A POW.
And I'm just a calling station, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna call here because I'm a proud calling station.
Yeah, you don't get to fold a pair.
Ew, I'd rather call than raise 5x though.
Yeah, yeah.
Jake, uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I have to bluff here. Turn 1, check, check, the flush completes, my fingers are burning.
So you gonna pot it here, Louis?
I know, I'm betting they're small or 104. But I like the small.
I think it's reasonable.
No,
You
you
can't-
don't
you
bet
can't
the
bluff-
small size. No, you
You can't
gotta
bluff with
bet
every
big.
hand, but it's fine.
Alright,
No,
try
He's
104.
if you bet 48, he's gonna call you with an ace.
yeah, he's
that
not gonna
fair?
fold anything.
Is he folding to 104?
Well, I don't know if he'll fold an ace to 104, but I bet he folds an ace to 160.
I'm
Yeah.
not willing to put 160 in the pot here.
All right, 104
It's
it
like,
is.
okay, here's the thing though. What does this bet 30 range look like?
Ooh,
Alright,
it was
That's
a
the thing, we're-
104.
We did what
we're
we
bluffing
wanted.
with
We
the
pulled
best
the trigger.
hand too, though.
Yeah, he's range.
No,
just-
he had the 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 9. I'm sorry. I misread the board. Sorry.
No, we're the greatest poker players who ever lived.
Yeah,
Question is, does 104 fold an ace?
yeah, right.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. If you're folding a 9, you're folding all 9x, all 8x, all 7x. That's pretty cool.
I don't think an ace fold to 104.
Ace is folding.
That
Yeah,
is,
but half of them are calling.
Yeah, but still, we
Oh my
get top
God.
pair to fold, man. If you do that with bottom pair on a regular basis, I think, you're gonna make
I think
money.
this is just a check.
2K cards for him. No spade.
Check.
We do get value from worse ace size though.
Yeah, but
I'm betting. We
I-
get value
I
from
still-
ace nine.
Checking. Checking.
Without a spade, I think it's thin.
I'm checking. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done again?
There's some betting,
Well,
but
it's
it's
like
all
you can mix
bigger.
it in, just don't do it every time. That's the thing. If you do
Yeah.
that every time, you're massively over betting your overcards, but like, yeah, do it sometimes, whatever.
But
Yeah,
when you do it, it's a bet bigger spot.
Yeah, it wants to represent that you have the jacks and would want to bet big.
So now I'm not betting on this turn.
No, check.
Terrible turn. Okay, you can have it. Oh yeah, just 7-5.
Fuck. So
Look at that.
greedy with this.
He had two key cards for the big blind.
Yeah, exactly.
He had both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, their top pair medium kicker on a board that's really good for him. He doesn't check raise that top pair. He doesn't want to get blown off the backdoor equity of his 3 straight.
I don't know what to do with this hand. Seriously.
What do you mean?
think
We have
Like,
great-
call one, we have the best hand a lot.
We fold here.
Do we? I don't know.
I don't think we fold.
We
Because
cannot
We get
fold
to
this.
fold.
We got two overcards to the 2 and the 3.
No,
have
I
no
think for a
overcards to
tiny
the 8.
bet, yeah.
We have
We
no
have the best hand a lot.
backdoor.
He has king 10 sometimes.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm folding, so the rest of hand is on you guys.
How did we
I'm
get to the
calling-
river
I'm
with
calling one.
king 10?
Calling.
1%. What do you
There it
guys?
is, Louis. It's not
Now you
printing,
can
but it's a
check.
call.
It's Louis.
not being a nit, Louis.
What do you do here, Barry?
I
Bluff
just
We're
check.
check.
so
Or you just
we're,
fold, or you just fold.
we're so screwed here. We're not
Probably.
we're never
But he
winning
might.
here.
We're not screwed because he could
Here we are.
have
He checks down ace-6. We beat
He could have
ace-6.
all-
We
he
beat
has all
ace-5.
sorts.
Yeah, we
of
beat
jumps.
ace-6. That's it.
No, we're
We beat
screwed
4,
because if
5
he had,
as well.
yeah, but
And
he's gonna
5,
bet
4.
4 or 5. That's the problem.
You should do.
So the turn went
Check and
He's
then
gonna
check
bluff his
raise
worst
some.
aces, I think.
But the thing is, when the turn goes check on the river, we never bluff ace high, so I think we're locked into checking her.
Yeah.
Yeah, check river, man. It's just like fine. It's just okay to lose pots.
And then we fold.
Yeah.
I think we raise at some frequency.
No.
Yeah, maybe you
Not
need a
with
9 or a
this
jack.
hand, no. Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus, he wants to call.
Yeah, with a 9 or a jack, I don't love that. Yeah, I don't love that we have like no blocking of anything. Ace-9's a pretty sweet, sweet jam there, or like big raise.
The guys selling bread are just restless here.
People
Just
must be very
bad.
hungry there.
It's a nice bet.
And call.
Call. This hand is gonna play itself, I think.
I wanna have a spade here.
Yeah, that's a pretty big raise. I think I can fold.
Not with a
No,
direct.
Nope.
Not with a direct gutter to the nuts. You can't
And he's
fold.
like, he's bluffing with like stuff like 8-6 that we have just like crushed.
Check back, we beat a lot of his flush draws.
Yeah,
try to
king.
get
Yeah, I think we just have the nuts. Just check. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes we try to get him off at 9.
Seems like an easy call.
Yeah.
Ooh, the question here will be, ooh, I was gonna say if we probably called it,
One line,
but
I wondered if there was going to be any leading on the turn.
no, not on that turn. It
Ooh.
doesn't hit our range well enough. If it was like low and connected, then maybe.
Yeah. This is a horrible river card, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't see any
I think we have
reason
a,
to bet this.
we have a bluff catcher.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like to check as well.
Yeah, I don't think block betting makes sense here. I don't think representing what we don't have makes sense.
And easy call.
Oh,
Just catch the bluff.
Chip it.
yeah, but it's like a zero
Come
EV
on.
call.
Well
Yeah,
done.
it's not good. We're going to lose there a lot.
Yeah.
We unblock the
But we're-
diamond. It's good.
Right, and remember, we're allowed to lose here a lot and still make money.
Yeah, right,
Allowed
1
to
and 3,
lose. Yeah,
or 2 and 3 rather. That's what I said.
Matter because he
Yeah.
checked back the turn. He's gonna have a bunch of like ace.
yeah, he is.
Ace 4 kind of sucks. I think
Yeah.
you could bet small. I think you could check. I think you could mix the two.
Was this one of them worst aces we were talking about we should bet though?
You don't ever check this hand.
Yeah, this is a hand that
I
can
don't
make a
think
better
so.
ace fold.
Yeah.
Like ace 5 specifically.
from the cutoff, since we have so many
Door.
nines, is
All
nine.
right.
We've got no overcards to the 7.
We
We haven't
size
got
up
2
here?
overs.
Or if we bet pot or we size up,
Oh no, please don't bet pot. Betting pot's
I
like
just
really
bet small
bad.
here with the clubs.
Betting
Yeah.
pot is not okay.
I
Small.
have to bet big. I'm sorry, guys.
You really
65 is
don't.
good.
My fingers
Just
are
bet big.
We
Dude,
would
but
bet
go
bet
to the
pocket.
freezer and get ice.
We would
I'm
bet
sorry.
pot with pocket tens or 10 jack here. I think we go 65 with
Exactly.
ace 4.
I think we go small here. He still continues with the backdoor
All right.
draws, like all backdoor flushes, backdoor
Small's
straights.
great. We're cleaning up equity against stuff like king jack. Like that's the kinds of hands we like to get folds from, you know, like.
The way
don't
I
need to go
see
big.
this, the wheels want to blast. So want to go pot.
All right.
No, let's just go 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a thing.
So some check,
Yeah.
some small, some big.
Yeah, our hands like pocket tens and 10 jack and jack queen. Those are the ones that
Exactly.
his
Yeah.
hand wants to go big.
Two pair
Oh,
of
fucking
sets are like
asshole. What the hell is this?
I know.
Yeah.
our best 9, like ace 9 wants to hammer it pretty hard.
He's stealing our money.
Gotta watch out for those Germans.
Big and he check raised with what? The fuck?
2 overs and a back, 2 overs and a gutter.
Yeah, 2 overs and a gutter. That's a pretty.
Oh, it's not even a gutter. It's a backdoor
7
straight.
No, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, it's a
jack.
gutter.
Oh, it's
It
a
just
nine.
needs
gutter.
the 8.
That was
Yeah,
a legitimate gutter.
It pulls the nuts on an 8. So yeah.
Yeah, he
Out
check
there.
raised big with the exact hand that I said that we should bet big with.
He actually check raised small, I thought. Didn't he click it?
Nope, he went
check
to
raised small. He
134.
went 134 because we bet
Over our-
65.
Yeah, so that's tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
Basically
bet big. He check raised small. But he would have check raised the same size against our small bet.
I think this is like a 0 EV call. I think this is like a
Yeah.
half chip, 1 chip
Fold.
call.
Fold.
This ain't no good.
Oh, it's a -6 chip call. Shit, okay.
Yeah. It's got nothing
And he-
going for it at all.
Right, and he had us dominated.
Yeah,
It's even worse.
remember it's okay to overfold against the ace high and the king high the most. So
Now this is a nice bet big. Right? Like backdoor everything.
Oh, we need to.
Louis! Louis!
I know.
I'm listening
to you, I messed up.
Mixes.
The 5 is bad. We're gonna check.
Yeah, we didn't pick up anything.
I guess we just wanna barrel him off like a 6. Or a flush draw.
check.
Hmm.
On that brick turn, we could get him to fold stuff like ace, jack, ace, queen as well, right?
Okay,
No,
Okay.
just check.
oh.
Yeah.
Messed up this one.
Yeah, hand was a little bit butchered.
Yeah. No doubt.
Ooh, check out.
Now we gotta fold.
Fold.
Yeah,
Seems close, but yeah, I think
to
Might
pot,
just fold.
need to fold.
You could overfold the king high boards. It's okay.
You don't get to fold a pair to a bet.
No,
alright. And not
That's
ace
too
four
tight.
specifically.
But I wanna dodge like,
we never fold pairs.
I guess his pot size just has so much, like combo dry stuff in it.
that's the thing, when he bets big like that, I think he has a lot of good kings.
Yeah,
But-
you're right, Louis.
The solver is
You're-
balanced. The solver is balanced at all times, right?
I wanna
You're right. It's not good. It's not as good calling the big bet though, is it?
No, I'm much happier facing a small bet there.
This is just a pure check.
Yeah, I think check. Maybe a bet small occasionally, but just check it.
You don't get better king S to fold, so our best. king
Exactly.
nine,
Exactly.
Now we fold?
Yeah.
No,
The,
five, how did, oh.
ooh, ooh,
Is king, queen, and ace, queen, are always bluff catchers?
Second pair,
I think we can bet large here.
I think we.
yeah,
Why large?
Flop, you have to bet large turn.
The, for me,
Our
like the turn goes check, check, and the flop goes check, check, we have second pair, we can bet small.
Yeah,
I
our
like-
tens would bet big. Our eights would bet small.
And even our worst tens are betting small as well.
I think it's, yeah, I find some big size as well.
The flush comes in, we block it pretty hard. He calls, I think we block bet again.
Yeah, I think you can keep value betting.
It's sizing up, Jesus, that's greedy.
It's greedy.
With a real EV difference too.
Yeah,
Chip and a half.
bet small,
Yeah, range bet.
Now size up.
pot,
Well, we
Guessing
block
104.
we block the spades, so I think we could bet small again.
no,
Oh no,
pot or
Exactly.
With a king again.
Just fold.
Maybe this hand does a sliver of bluffing. It's a bit out of line, but whatever.
Was that previous spot out of position or in position? Where he wanted the overbet?
in position, double barrel. Range bet small. Folding,
Yeah, folding.
jack eye board, we have no respect on jack eye boards. When he calls though, I'm laughing.
all right, check fold.
Check fold. No, Yeah,
Oh, you can continue going.
I don't know, man. I'm done.
Oh,
My
out kicked.
one pin. Backdoor flush, backdoor straight. Need to call here.
No over, fold.
I'm a station. You can
No,
even.
it's,
You are a goddamn person.
I know, man, and then it goes check on the turn, and then every time I'm looking at this river, I'm like, oh my god, I'm at the bottom of my range. Man,
blast your way, you gotta blast your way out of it now.
yeah, that's not the good play. That's the from the big blind, we take a wide range to the flop, and we realize equity or not. Like we're not bluffing very much on the river.
And not with this hand.
We're block betting more than we're bluffing. Yeah.
Yeah, because he just calls you every time there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but if we had king jack there, we need to value them.
Yeah, value bet jack, easy.
Yeah.
So I'll value bet for basically any jack.
Lots of bad noise.
10
Yeah,
high.
can that
We
person-
we can bet this.
can that
We
person
can
mute?
bet this. We can see bet
Alright.
small.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yep. It does everything.
does everything. Yeah. The 9, is the 9 good?
I don't wanna,
Yeah, we
I kinda
picked up
wanna hammer
equity.
this. Yeah, I kinda wanna hammer this pretty hard. The spades are still out there. We need some non-spade bluffs. We have draws to the nuts.
What
Nice,
size?
we
One
block.
Are we over betting?
No, not over betting. Something
I'm
like
just sizing-
104,
I'm-
160.
I'm sizing up to 104.
160,
Alright.
Nope.
or over bet, damn.
Nope. Got it. There's a
I
lot
guess
of
it's just-
overbets at 60.
It's just so,
Yeah.
it's so draw heavy.
So our
But, like,
our best tens would have bet big on the flop. So this would be our second best tens, which now also need to get folds. So
Also,
here would be showing
yeah.
a margin.
I think Pete said that last week and I thought it was really interesting and now I'm seeing more and more kind of mimics. So if we think about like the hands we wanna bet big on this flop, it's gonna be pocket jack, pocket queen, pocket kings. And then no surprise, okay? If we look at on the turn, our hands that are gonna wanna bet big are mimicking the hands that they block. So like, okay, so here it's not gonna be very clear, but
Yep.
like got queens, jacks, and kings. And then our hands that have a king in them are betting kind of the same like the kings. And then the king jack is betting a lot like pocket jack. So it's kind of like pocket 10, so we blast our tens, but here it's not as clear because we bet big a lot. But that's a pattern I see more and more often, like on this board, on the flop, like pocket queens, pocket kings, pocket jacks are all betting big. And if we look at like king jack, there's a sliver of bit bets or that's where it comes from. Queen 9 even with the queen, you know? So it's like, this is where it comes from. We fold. Range bet. Check fold. No, it's barreling.
Oh, no, we picked up equity. We picked up equity.
That's right, I missed that.
Now we have a marginal made hand.
Yeah, now we can win. We
We
do.
do. Let us suck out on his 5.
Ship it.
We missed value on the river.
Second pair, we block bet after it goes check, check, or is this card too bad for us that we don't get to do it on this scenario?
He's gonna float some aces on that flop, so I don't think we do. And this is our worst queen as well.
Yeah.
Alright,
And I think we can even check the river here and bluff catch.
no,
Oh, Reedy goes for value.
yeah, block
Always
bet.
value.
4, 5, 6, 6 board with a straight possible. I think we need to bet the pot.
I wanna check this hand with like
No.
no interaction with the board.
No.
I think we bet small and then
Have
give
a
up.
2 over card and a backdoor flush. This is
Yeah,
a
we have
pot
to
So-
bet small.
So I
What are you
think
gonna do
that
with this fours?
This is a hand we really want to see a turn with, though. We could hit a 10, a jack, or a
Exactly.
heart.
Exactly. That's my thought.
I think 10 jack of spades wants to bet. I think 10 jack of clubs and diamonds are both okay to bet because if they get check raised, it's fine. But I think this one is going to be the one that wants to check the most.
Alright,
I agree, and I want to
Agreed.
check, I want to look at that when we, at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
But I agree.
we're gonna look now. Checks
Okay.
half of the time or it bets spot. A little
Right,
bit.
but which suits, that's what we want to see.
And I'm gonna make a prediction that like 10-9 starts to bet
No.
more.
It is not what we thought.
The backdoor flush sizes up the most.
Or yeah,
Front
The
door
flushes-
flush.
We don't bluff the other ones.
so then we see this pattern, our betting frequencies just go way up at 9x, 8x, 7x. Those are the ones. And this one is just out of that range.
Yeah, we don't have to bet 10 jack because we have better equity bets with jack 9 than 10 jack.
Right.
Right.
And when we
And
do the
better.
On
jack
runner,
nine-
runner,
now let's-
on runner, runner 8-7, they pick up the straight. Yep.
Connect-
hover-
Connection to the straight we're looking for.
Yeah, Louis, would you hover over like the jack nine? I want to see what the suits are for that. So, but again, the suit thing we explained didn't happen. So even there,
Well, the spades bet the most,
right,
but I'm surprised that the jack 9 of diamonds and jack 9 of clubs don't bet more.
right, yeah.
But
So
the hearts would want to
yeah, so-
continue cheaply.
yeah, so our idea, that's the part of our idea was wrong, that we wanted to protect our hearts more than we wanted
Louis,
to.
look at 9-7. 9-7 is a straight up straight, so maybe it doesn't mind using the offsuit ones. Yeah, you can see it falls apart a little bit.
Yeah, no, it would still rather bet the 9-7 of hearts. It
9-7
wants
is
to have the,
But
it wants the equity more than it wants to protect the equity from a check raise.
yep, exactly. Maybe the protect the back door is something